Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo, PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. For a spot in the NFC Championship game, this one is underway. Here's Smith on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Finds his man over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. The trusty tight end.
Hurts with it on third and short. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And a fair catch made here at the 17. So no return on that punt. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Here's the handoff. Finds a seam left side. He's off to the races. And in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Mevis ready to send this one away. Here's Smith on the return. This return makes it up to the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Don't touch it! Don't touch it!
It's Benson on the give. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Great, set. Don't touch it!
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Oh, the football's loose. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
Diving right side, got it. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had him. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
Option headed to the left on 1st down. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another kid at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
19 right.
Back to throw now. Into the hands of Colt. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Let's go now.
And they'll pitch it out to him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
Now a give, it's Benson headed right. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here's 2nd and 7. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Great, set. Man. No touch.
Benson on 1st and 10. Juke the defender. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
No touch, set. No touch.
A play fake now hurts to throw. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
No touch, set. No touch.
Back to throw. Hurts. And the one's cut along the left sideline. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Great, set.
That'll do it for 1 quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back and excited to start the 2nd. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points.
No touch.
The give now to Benson. Jukes one defender. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
No touch.
Running it after the penalty. And he's able to get this down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 5. That brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Great, set. No touch.
Hurts now from the gun. To the outside, it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers take over deep in their own territory, down inside the 10.
at their own 7-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Able to hit Palmer. Complete. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Here's a throw. This ball's caught by Palmer. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Go! 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
He's dropping back to throw. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by Jalen Carter.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Set.
3rd and long for him here. He has the 1st over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
Let's go. Go.
Throwing off the play fake here. Got a man, Palmer has it. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready? 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll throw it again. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Mevis ready to send this one away. His return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's incomplete left side.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Great, set. No touch.
Hurts to throw. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Ooh, partner, this has gotten out of hand early. That pick 6, the latest play, pushing us towards a blowout.
Yeah, everything has gone in their favor so far. You don't see a lot of blowouts in the NFL. It takes this kind of combination, right? Both in personnel and in every phase of the game.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Great, set. Call up Yeti. Call up Yeti. No touch.
Hurts back to the air after the pick. Finds the in route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. 1st down throwing for Hurts. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. This complete to Colt. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. To the air now on 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So 2nd down coming up. Now looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. First and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. Trying to find his tight end. So it's second down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Second and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Calm, cool, collected from this offense. Love to see it. No tunnel vision on what down it was. Just focused on executing the play in front of him.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Go!
This time he's looking to throw. Dialing up a receiver screen. And they take him down right along the 30.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Hawk 70. 60 Eagles.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So 3rd down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7.
Let's go. 79 Broncos.
Looking for a throw here. Culp with a catch. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Tag.
They've got a man in motion. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Hey! Don't touch that! Don't touch it!
Looking to throw. He's trying to push the field. And he knocks that one away to prevent a big gain. Now all eyes go to the penalty marker to see who it's against. Well, as we all know, halves can't end on a defensive penalty. So now we get an untimed down. He's back to throw. He's trying to go deep again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That is Lewis Seen. And the Buccaneers are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. On the return, here's Palmer. Return's looking good so far. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Ready!
They'll throw to begin this drive. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go, shot!
They're going play action. He's going to push one deep down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sidney Brown makes the play. And the Eagles regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 47. Oh, no, they get him yet again. That is Lewis Seen. And the Buccaneers take over on his 11th interception of the campaign. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And the first down pass set away by a defender, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Option give here. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
On the set.
They're set up at the 35 now.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They pitch it to him. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Go!
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Escapes the pocket. And they take this in for the score. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Buccaneers make it a 24-point ball game.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
No touch it! No touch it!
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Buccaneers return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back.
And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Eagles 7. Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30.
No touch it!
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
No touch it!
Getting right back to it after that interception. He takes a pop and the ball comes out. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Come on, set! Get up!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go!
They'll try and throw it here. Completed over the middle. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. It's Reed Blankenship making the stop.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Set!
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
That was a beautiful picture, Kate, of stop the run on the way to the quarterback. 3rd downs, I don't mind a draw call. You're thinking pass, you want those defensive ends to come upfield. But kudos to that whole defense to stop that run on the way to the quarterback.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Harrison Vivas to kick off.
Mevis ready to send this one away. His return starts at the 5. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Great, set! Delta!
From the pistol, Hurts. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Great, set! Delta!
They give up the gut to Benson. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He stopped at the 17. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Great, set! Delta!
Staying on the ground with Benson. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Oh, no, they get him yet again! And the Buccaneers capitalize on yet another interception thrown in this game.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Hand off to the back. They'll cobble together a yard there. Devin White hauls him down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Roll. Here we go. Sack.
The give here on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful.
Ready. Set, go.
Throwing from near his own goal line. He's running for it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Blankenship on the tackle. A gain of 26 yards. And the Buccaneers
We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Buccaneers have it and just have to close this out to continue on in the playoffs. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. We've got a screen to the running back. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Let's go now. Go.
Option design here. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Ready.
Another carry for him. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go.
From the 46. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the 1st sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Go.
Throwing from the gun. Escapes out to the left. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Shut up.
Running it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain.
Untranslatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Let's go.
Here's a give up the middle. And not much more there. He's down to the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
No touch that. No touch.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15.
Great, set. No touch.
From the red zone now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He brings it in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Third and just 2 to go.
No touch that. No touch.
Handoff headed left to Benson. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down.
Alpha. No touch.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down.
Great, set. No touch.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Has it at the 7. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. So the back does the work that time. Brock taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see.
Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! Looks like the Bucs have it. But after all that running, nothing comes of it. He's taking taken down deep on the other side of the field, and we'll get nothing more than a blocked extra point.
I'm not going to lie, for a minute there, I thought we were going to see a magical return taken all the way back for 2. That group, though, is still happy. They blocked the try. That was the ultimate goal. 2 points would have simply been icing on the cake.
Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. They'll run here on first down. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Buccaneers coasting to the finish line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set.
Short side option here. He's running left. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back, and this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect the timeout coming any moment now.
Let's go now.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They'll kneel it down as we get close to just 50 seconds remaining.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.